Townsville, North Queensland. Townsville is a tropical city exposed to cyclones, intense wet seasons, flash flooding, and extreme heat. These conditions directly shape every infrastructural decision I made as a community infrastructure manager. 3 layouts were on the table. A linear street was simple but created long walking distances and weak social connection, poor for elderly residents. A dense courtyard improved community feel but raised concerns about emergency vehicle access, privacy, and heat buildup in enclosed places. The selected design is a circular cluster village, 30 dwellings arranged around a central communal hub with a looped internal road and shaded pedestrian pathways. This outperformed both alternatives across every criteria. Oh no. Every infrastructure decision was made with disability and mobility decline in mind. All pathways are flush surfaced with no steps, meeting wheelchair and mobility gradient requirements. Paths are shaded the entire route, critical for Townsville's heat for residents who are more vulnerable to heat stress. The circular layout means no resident ever is far from the central hub, minimizing exposure time. The color-coded dwellings are clear, spatial logic support residents with dementia and sensory impairment in navigation independently. For my area, the critical path ran through 4 key tasks: site context analysis, the community layout concept, design integration, and report compilation. These were sequential. Each one had to be finished before the next one could start. My heaviest work period was from April 7th to 17th, covering the layout concept and integration with the other 3 team members' systems. Estimating infrastructure costs for 60 dwellings across a site of this scale, I've broken the budget down into 4 major categories. The largest outlay is road and drainage network, sealed loop roads, drainage channels, permeable surfaces, and detention areas, estimated at $280,000. Pedestrian pathways and shading structures come in at approximately $150,000. Site earthworks, raising roads and floor levels for the floor resilience is estimated at around $120,000. Perimeter fencing, lighting, wayfinding, and signage adds roughly $80,000. That brings the total to around $630,000 plus a 15% contingency recommended given Townsville's cyclone and flood exposures. The 2 highest residual risks in my area are cyclone damage and flooding. For cyclones, likelihood high, impact high. The critical controls are cyclone-readed roads and structured materials, tie-down systems on above-ground infrastructure, and hold point inspections during construction. For flooding, medium likelihood, high impact. The roads and floor levels are raised above the floor planning level. Surface draining is designed for major storm events, and overflow pathways direct water away from dwellings. Both of these risks remain elevated because Townsville climate means we can't eliminate them, only design around them. The circular village layout, accessible pathways, flood-resilient drainage, and integrated infrastructure deliver a community that is safe, navigable, and dignified for elderly residents, built for Townsville's climate from the ground up. Thank you.